good to win. I was pleased with a lot of things that we did. I don't think we played as well as we did the other night, and it's good to have some errors and to learn from them. And so I think today was a good experience for our team. Thought we beat a well-coached team, a team that is going to win their share of games, and a lot of things that we can learn from tonight's game to get better. And for instance, we had several offensive fouls that we got to figure out why we're getting those. But a good experience, good win, and now we'll move on.
Marcus has been really strong early going. I mean, obviously he's full health, but is there anything else that's really spurred this from him?
You know, I think with Marcus, you know, last year, the hard thing starting last year slowly is we lost Contavious to the draft. And Marcus was coming back after sitting out an entire year. And so he wasn't in rhythm. He didn't know his body was really back, and he was just kind of tiptoeing. And this year he has confidence in his body, confidence in his game, and so now he can be aggressive. And he really is. He's really playing well, and playing like a senior, and I'm really happy for him.
Mark, do you view it as a positive that you're not having to get a lot of scoring out of Charles, or would you like to still see him step up a little more like he did last year in terms of points?
He needs to, you know. I mean, I think it's great that he doesn't have to. You know, I thought tonight he got a little bit out of sorts, you know, and didn't play as well. But the advantage for our team this year is he doesn't have to play great for us to win, you know. And so we welcome the additional scoring around it.
Kenny said on Friday that he was returning to health at about 90%. Do you see him closing in on 100 after this game in terms of his health?
I wouldn't give him 90. He's an optimistic fellow. You know, he just, you know, he's playing more minutes and trying to play himself into shape. These games haven't been SEC battles either. I mean, he's getting there. I mean, I think I played him 8 straight minutes tonight, and you know, I asked him, he came out, how fatigued are you? And he felt pretty good. So I think he's getting back. I wouldn't say he's at 90. He's probably getting closer to that. If I put a percentage on, I'd say probably maybe 80, 85. I think it's going to take a couple more weeks to really get that endurance back in his body.
You talked about how Marcus is healthy and playing well and all. Have you noticed a difference in the way he feels about himself and how he acts around his teammates?
Well, what I just said a minute ago was that, you know, last year he was started the year coming off of a red shirt medically, where he didn't, you know, he didn't know what his body was going to do when he came back, and so he was out of rhythm, and it took him a while to get comfortable playing again because he missed so much time. And now this year he's confident in his body, he's confident in his game, and he's playing very well.
Nemi finished tonight with 8 assists. How does his passing help the offense?
Nemi could have. I mean, he probably could have had a triple-double if we would have really, you know, would have really wanted to focus on something like that. He probably could have had it. You know, he's a very complete player, and he really, I think, impacted the game in a lot of ways tonight.
What's the plan in terms of heading to New York? I don't know what this tournament's going to ask y'all to be up there.
We will travel to New York tomorrow night. We'll practice, do all the work here, and travel to New York tomorrow night. And I think we get to the hotel about 10 or 11 tomorrow night, and then practice in New York on Tuesday and play Wednesday. Obviously, we're out of school.
You guys obviously have, you know, last couple of years had strong SEC seasons. Then what happened in the non-conference took you out. How critical is this, especially after the Georgia Tech game, getting at least one win in New York? And
well, what's critical, it's not, and the must-win in life is when they tell you you got cancer. That's a must-win. Okay. What's important for us is that we go up there and play well, and we come home with something. You know, and we got to play a great team. I mean, I've known Mark Few for nearly 25 years. I'm not the Gonzaga expert, but they got a terrific team, and this will be as good of a team as we'll play probably all year. I mean, they're terrific, and I know Kentucky's great, and we got a lot of good teams in our league, but this is a great basketball team, an experienced team, and we'll have to play very, very well to give ourselves a chance to win. But it's time for another test like that.
One more question.
I know you probably haven't looked at them too much, but I know Gonzaga, some of their scores have been pretty ridiculous so far. What kind of jumps out to you the most?
Well, they can score from so many different places. They're experienced. They've got great shooting. They've got great size. I mean, they've got just. I mean, they have upperclassmen that really know how to play and how to win. And so, mean, this will be a team that I'll vote in the top 10 of the country this week. I mean, and they're that good. And I know those scores have been really widespread, but, you know, St. Joe's always has a good team. And Coach Martelli's a good coach, and it was a, you know, not a close game. They're terrific. I mean, they are very, very good. And we got a lot of respect for them. And we'll have to saddle up and get ready to go.